It was kind of mission accomplished. We talked about it a lot when we got back from the road that this was going to be a big week for us to just get back to who we are. And I think for all but the first, 3 quarters of the Philly game, we figured it out, and most of it was defensively, just gaining an edge, having effort and focus and consistency on that end. Obviously, shots started to fall, but I think that's the direct result of us getting stops and feeling good about that end of the floor.
Warriors bench got 47 points. Andrew and Barnes played very well. Do you talk about the impact?
I mean, they've been playing amazing, and the way Matt's kind of infused himself into our offense or our lineup on both ends of the floor has been amazing. Looks like he's been here all year, just with the flow that he brings, moving the ball, versatility he has on the defensive end, guarding different positions. Andre's playing amazing, playing aggressive, knocking down shots obviously, but just looking for a shot and playmaking, and he's everywhere on the floor. So, talking a lot about him and even JaVale. In the 11 minutes he gets, he has a huge impact. So it's great to see those guys just have confidence and have fun out there, and it's a huge help of us.
When you're going 2 for 1 like that, you just shoot off the logo. Does that sort of expand what you can do?
Yeah, in that situation, I mean, really any shots not any shots, a good shot. It's a decent shot that went in. It was you kind of just read the situation, whether you have enough time to kind of size up the defense, figure out what you want to do, or pull up from wherever you're comfortable with or whatnot. So as soon as I got the rebound, Sean was telling me 2 for 1, and I kind of zeroed in on a spot that I wanted to pull up from with the time that was on the clock and the difference between shot clock and game clock, and it worked out.
Has been the difference these past couple games offensively, and do you feel like you guys are kind of getting in a groove now without Durant offensively?
It's a direct reflection of our defense. We're getting in open court a lot more. The morale is better when you're not taking the ball out the basket every possession. I think for the most part we've done a good job of staying away from fouling too much to keep the pace of the game up. And we're trying to think we're being a lot smarter with the ball and taking care of it when we do have half-court opportunities to find the open guy, keep the ball moving, create flow. And you obviously got to knock down open shots when you get them.
Steph refreshed out there. Do you feel like this one was a statement game for you guys?
I wouldn't call it that. It's just an opportunity for us to continue to get better. Before another tough back-to-back road trip, and just understanding the opportunity we had these last 3 games, like I said, to get back on track. So we were able to do that and do what we're supposed to do.
You guys started down 14 in the first quarter and then outscored them by 20 in the second quarter. What was the difference there in the second quarter?
So there's a couple of miscommunications early where we didn't talk on switches, and we gave up too many offensive rebounds. And then once we got stops, the game opened up for us. We were able to be a lot more aggressive on the other end of the floor. So they came out with a huge adrenaline rush and gave us a nice little punch in the mouth the first 3-4 minutes. And we responded. We showed our resiliency, and games can go all sorts of different ways. You want to start better, but eventually we figured it out.
Great, thank you. We'll have Draymond in here in just